Being an only child, man, you had to get good at making friends. I remember the best advice I got from my mum and dad, the best advice I got from them was just go up to a group of kids and just join in. Just join in. That was the best advice I ever got. Just join in. So then you're making friends organically. You're just there. You just popped up like a big Asda. Just there one day. You're at a sleepover, they don't know your name. Night, night. Who's that kid? How's he got... Who is he? I don't even know him. How's he got the top bunk? How's he got the top bunk? Who's that 44-year-old bloke with him? Shh. Graham's got an early start tomorrow. We went on holiday that year. Me and my mum and dad went on holiday that year. Now, this holiday was a turning point on my stepping stone towards adulthood. Something terrible happened on that holiday. Remember, sometimes when you're a kid in a situation like that, maybe a day out, maybe a holiday, your mum and dad would make friends with another mum and dad, meaning you were automatically expected to be friends with whatever cretinous little wretch of a child they had. They would. It was just like, this is your friend now. I bloody believe not, mother. My mum and dad, they went on holiday that year. They went to Mallorca. And they made friends. My mum and dad made friends that year with a lovely couple from Buckinghamshire, right? Because sometimes my mum gets above her station and forgets where she's from. Puts her phone voice on in real life. Oh, yes, we would love to afternoon tea with you on the veranda. They made friends with a... Stop that. They made friends with a lovely couple from Buckinghamshire, right? Now, this couple had a son called Laurence. Thank you. The rest of the country, that's normal. We don't get a Laurence up here, do we? We don't get a Laurence, it's weird. It's like calling a dog Dave. It's just weird. It doesn't fit. Laurence was going to be my friend for the next 13 nights. I knew after 13 minutes that this wasn't going to fly. Laurence was the rubbish kid. You know, the rubbish kid, you know, just the kid who's not allowed to do anything. And anything he is allowed to do, he just whinges about and doesn't want to do, he's too scared to do, or he can't do. He's the kid who doesn't like any food. He's the kid who whinges about everything. He's the kid who's allergic to everything. He's allergic to his own asthma inhaler. It's a nightmare. Now, I know you're thinking, Chris, are you going to stand on stage now and mercilessly slag off a 7-year-old boy? I know it's going to get weird. I'm not going to do that. It's fine. He was 6. Now, I don't like to judge straight away, but I knew as soon as I looked at him, he had a massive head. It was huge. And that sounds harsh. That sounds really harsh. But you know what? You've seen the kids. You've seen that he's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. But you look and you go, well, your body's 6 years old, but your head's 43. You all know a Laurence. You all know a Laurence. Laurence is the kid round the pool on holiday who has layers and layers of unrubbed in sun cream. Just caked on. Looks like his mum puts it on via baptism. Just go around the pool. When there's a kid like Laurence, you don't need to put your own cream on. Keep an eye on him. Wait till he jumps in the pool and hit his oil slick. Free cream! You get a full coat off it. Although Laurence never jumped in the pool, Laurence always used the stairs. He was 6 and he wouldn't jump in. I'm like, please, Laurence, come on, let's have a jumping competition. See who can jump the farthest, see who can make the biggest splash. No! No, the water goes up my nose and I might hurt my bottom. His voice still haunts me to this day. He could make anything sound sad no matter what he was saying. He can honestly be like, this is the best birthday ever. He could kill any sentence dead. One day, we were going to go to the beach. My mum and dad, his mum and dad, they all planned to go to the beach. A lovely day at the beach. I was looking forward to it for days, right? Days. We got there. We left after 45 minutes because that little shit always got his own way. Crying his eyes out he was, hysterical, because he saw a crab. It's the beach. Prepare yourself for seeing crabs. He was hysterical. He was scarred for life. It came straight at me. No, it didn't. They can only move sideways. Little shit. Honestly. I know this sounds harsh. He ruined me holiday. He ruined me life. He ruined my life. I have a trait to this day. I have a trait in my life that Laurence gave me, and I can't get rid of it. The only thing me and Laurence used to do on holiday, the only good thing that I remember, the only enjoyment of knocking around with him, eating competitions. He could eat really fast because he had like an adult's jaw. So we used to put chips down, right? And he would go, pile of chips, and we'd race each other. We'd put 25 pesetas down. Remember the 25 pesetas with the hole in the middle? Remember? Yeah. You used to always keep one, didn't you, for the flight home and put it on your gold chain so people knew you'd been on holiday. You're on holiday, mate. Look like it. You find it in? Some currency to prove it. Put 25 pesetas down, he put 25 pesetas down. Go right, 1, 2, 3, and we'd eat the chips. And whoever finished the chips first got the 50%. I'm bored just telling you that story, and that was the happiest moment of that holiday for me. I still eat fast to this day. I still eat fast, like to the point of where in restaurants, people on other tables are like, has he just got out of prison? Like, my wife hates going out for meals with us because I finish meals, I finish it, and I sit opposite her and I just look at her plate like a dog, just waiting for leftovers. One day I didn't want to play with Laurence. You know what I did? Sunbathed. You ever seen a 7-year-old sunbathe? No. It's weird, it doesn't happen often. Just lie there, I'll just lie still instead of being friends with this kid. People think you're ill. What's wrong? Has he hurt himself? What's wrong? Is he not well? He's just made a really shit friend. He's just gonna stay still in the sun because Laurence has to stay in the shadows. You know what Laurence wanted to be, right? Footballer, astronaut, zookeeper. You know what Laurence wanted to be? 6 years old. When he grew up, he wanted to be a town planner. I didn't even know what it was. I'd asked me dad. He started explaining. I got bored. I just jumped in the pool. On the final night of the holiday, he did something that took me on my first step to adulthood. It was the first time in my life I was ever vindictive, right? Final night of the holiday, my mum and dad and his mum and dad said, let's go for pizzas, then to the arcade. Yeah! I was so excited. I weighed a bit. I was so excited. Laurence didn't want to go. Laurence didn't want to go to the arcade. Laurence wanted to stay, believe it or not, stay at the hotel and watch the hotel entertainment. Who wants to watch the hotel entertainment? The hotel entertainment, in my experience, is basically for people who've drank too much during the day and can't physically leave the complex. Just rows and rows of pink men on sun loungers going, I've overdone it, Denise, I've overdone it. I've overdone it, I live here now, I live here. Just drape one of me good shirts over us, just drape it over. Get us some prawns from the buffet. Pour some cold milk on me head, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. I'll just watch the disco, I'll watch the disco. And we had to sit, he cried, he got his own way, he always did, whinging, selfish little shit, got his own way, and we had to sit. I sat on this, all the parents were at the bottom, and we sat on this balcony at the back, holding onto these railings like I was in prison, right? Watching these three dicks singing disco songs. And what made it worse was how much enjoyment Laurence was getting out of it. Loving it, right? Loving it. Sat there like that, fuming. Laurence, I bet you 25 pesetas you can't get your head through these railings. So bad. So bad. In my defense, I didn't think it would go in. I thought he was going to hurt his ear and I was going to get 50 pesetas. Evidently, enough unrubbed in cream from the day, not a problem. Straight in. Not an issue whatsoever. Lubricated, straight through. Right? Coming out, not happening at all. I've never heard such a high-pitched noise in my life. Go and get my mummy! Go and get my mummy! So I quickly ran to the swings for an hour. I got a proper holiday bollocking. Remember a holiday dragged to the room bollocking? Smiling, your mum's smiling and gritting teeth through other people so she don't know you're taking you back for a bollocking.
You got to this room, you. Night-night, night-night, you fucking little shit.
I don't care. I don't regret it, because you have not known comedy. You have not known pure, joyous comedy in your life until you have watched a hysterical mother buttering her child's massive head with the tiny butters from the buffet to the tune of Agadoo. It was glorious.